Tuto epizodu vám přináší Land of Liberty.
Hadry a mnohem víc pro každého střelce. Jděte na landofliberty.cz.
Check Firearms Podcast.
Okay, hi guys. From IWA 2025, this is the last day and we have here our guest, Amy, 9x19.
This is the last minutes of the show, actually.
Oh yeah. And she's the superstar of the IWA over here. No. You're everywhere. Come on, admit it.
I'm portrayed and quite busy, but I wouldn't call it superstar. You know, like I'm blushing already.
Well, thank you very much for having time for us.
So thanks for taking your time and the opportunity.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Happy being here.
Yeah, Amy, 9x19.
Exactly.
So is this your original nickname, or you picked it purposefully for doing the influencer stuff? And
it's quite a funny story, you know, because like when I started the shooting stuff and diving into the scene, I started the online accounts mainly as an online diary, just for myself, because there was never the purpose of doing it on an influential basis. And I don't like to call myself like, oh, hi, I'm Amy, I'm an influencer. I don't like that. So
nobody likes that.
Nobody likes that. Nobody that really shoots likes that, you know. And there's a difference. So it actually started as an online diary, and I just wanted to portray my own progress, you know, like starting, and I'm a beginner, and the way to become an instructor and
sharing
stuff like that.
your curve and experience.
Exactly. Yeah. It was just a journey. And over time, many people joined this path, and I'm very happy about it.
Okay, that's cool. Actually, it will be also strange calling leaders like that. If there's a guy telling you, I want to be a leader.
Yeah.
So then you have leaders, and then you have natural leaders. So this might be, I see the bridge in there.
So am I the only one who wanted to become an influencer from the beginning?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I abandoned that way anyway.
I want to be an influencer.
It was cool stuff. I liked Ian McCollum back then. Oh, I still like him, but...
So you've been sitting on a sand.
Yeah.
I want to be an influencer.
No, but I want to... We started with the nickname, but I want to start from the very beginning. So how it started with you and guns?
Actually, this story goes a little bit back. So when I was a child, it started family-wise for me. Because both of my parents are passionate shooters. My mom on the normal sportive shooting sector, and my dad is part of a special operating force of the Austrian military.
Oh, nice.
So it has never been a taboo in our family to talk about guns and everything related to it. And when I was 12 years old, I was so interested in the topic, and I was trying to dive into it. Like, I was never being pushed into the scene. So it was really just me wanting to try it out, you know, get a hands on and just try it out. And so I asked my parents, is it possible that I can try it as well? And so in a very safe environment with both of my parents and my dad teaching me everything I needed to know for a safe handling.
So fast rope and everything.
Exactly, yeah. First down and then rubbing through the dirt and...
Sounds like a good challenge to me.
Breaching the doors.
Yeah, exactly. What's the first thing I learned? No.
Have you ever thrown the grenade? Like, you are 12 years old, come on. You should. So we will start with the flashbang. Don't worry.
No, and it was like, you know, I was interested in it, and I got the chance of learning it in a very safe environment. So, and then I finished my school like every other kid, but it's always been a hobby on my way. And when it was legally possible because of like gun license and stuff like that. I did everything I needed to dive into the hobby more and more, like time-wise and with everything being related to it, with training and stuff like that. And so I did, and I really caught on fire. It is my biggest passion, and I'm so happy that I could make a job out of it, a living out of it.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Good story.
I wrote it before, you know, like, what sounds good? Family. No.
So this text was generated by ChatGPT. Now, so what was your first gun?
My very own first.
Yes,
the first
your
gun I
own.
shot was a Glock 17, so
Of
it was
course, of
just
course.
Come on,
trying
go
it
on.
out. But my very first gun was a M22 from ISSC. It's like a
Yeah, straight action.
yeah,
Okay.
and it was pink at that time.
Oh,
In my defense, I was 16, and
And you are significantly proud of it. Yeah.
it's
Like
I
a
just
Barbie
wanted
gun.
it. Exactly.
I get you.
And so I started it on that gun, but then my first gun I bought for myself when legally possible was a Glock 19, and I loved it.
Do you still have it?
I still have it.
Okay.
I will never give it away because I guess the first own gun is something special, you know, like.
Not for
Do
this
you have
guy.
I cannot tell the same.
Oh my God.
I needed the money.
He
So
was
you not
young
only
and
sold
needed
your
money.
gun, but so also your soul. I see. Okay,
Yeah,
giving it away.
Yeah. I needed the money. I wanted to, evolve. But I had to sold my VZ58 to be able to buy AR-15. That's it. But it was like necessary progress. Come on.
But you don't regret it, right?
Sometimes I do.
I would have
The
regretted it.
times has changed. So
Yeah.
now I wouldn't do it. But back then I had no choice.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I had the money for it. So it gave me the half of the price for the AR-15. So it supported me. And I was like,
It is what it is, yeah.
I had to sacrifice this for an upgrade.
For greater good.
Yeah. Exactly.
When did you start recognizing that your personal diary is actually turning into be an influencing tool, let's say? Or you got the feeling you have influence?
Influence. I want to have influence, but in a positive way. You know, it's like not the typical influencer marketing I want to do. So this week I have product A and it's the best one and you have to buy it, and next week it's another product and so on. So I decided to start out of my own interest with some products I liked. I tested a few and stayed with those I liked most. And brands, I guess, caught up on that because they saw, it's authentic, she uses it for a very long time already. And so it started out with working together with brands out of that aspect and not like they reaching out to me, putting products on the table. So it was actually the other way around. I started with what I liked most, and then those relationships grew over time.
Nice.
Well, that's a good approach. We see a lot of stuff like, it's from China, but China, the best products. Well, I really admire the way you've chosen.
Yeah.
Because that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I guess,
You want to sell the product
but
you
it's
believe.
a decision, you
in,
know.
right? Yeah.
There's like it's a quick time we live in, and people are in for it for fast money as well. But that was not my approach I wanted to start with. So I did it really out of interest for the scene and the topic itself, and I wanted to get better, you know, and use products and really got the best out of it. And so it started for me, but it's okay the other way around, but I didn't want to do it, so.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So you pretty much stick with the Glock forever, right?
Or do you do also like more sporting shooting?
The sport, you have to differentiate it, I guess, because, you know, there is a great product for every topic you want to dive
especially
into.
nowadays.
Exactly. So the Glock still is a perfect product and a work tool. I see it as a work tool for me because being an instructor and you need something in your hands that works good for the stuff you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Glock still does the job for especially defense shooting and stress resistant stuff like this. It's a robust work tool. But especially for sports, there are other awesome products as well that are a better match, I would say, than a duty pistol, a standard duty pistol. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, we often compare guns to cars, right?
Yeah.
It's like a good comparison.
Yeah.
So you need like a specialized car for the
definitely.
purpose, especially if you want to compete.
Exactly.
You know, compete with the car, you cannot really take, like a pickup truck for rally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need specialized tools, specialized modifications.
Definitely.
And that's right. And we can see it more than ever before with guns.
Yeah. And for the last 4.5 years, I worked quite exclusively just with Glock together.
Okay.
So it was my main work tool, but I'm quite open for getting my hands on different stuff and trying out all the innovation and broaden up my own horizon, because I guess this is quite important for the whole scene or being an instructor in general, that you learn more stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited to try out different things as well and
take
know what they
curve,
are.
try a new journey.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's natural. That's fine. Yeah. So how about the competition shooting?
Competition shooting?
Yeah. Do you do any?
Yeah, but not the standard IPSC. So, you know.
It doesn't have to be IPSC.
Competition shooting,
You
like
like
brutality
competition at all?
matches. I'm
Oh,
very
she
competitive.
went to Lynx Brutality.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I wanted to pop it up.
It's like he's
You're smart.
very subtle, very subtle.
Tell us more about it.
Come on, I did my homework.
Have you ever heard about Lynx Brutality?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, personally, I'm quite a competitive person in general. I like my own progress, you know, and this is why I love shooting so much, because you not only compete with yourself, but you have the opportunity of competing with others as well. Yeah. And so Lynx Brutality was quite an interesting, I don't know how to say it.
Experience?
Experience, thanks so much. I was missing the word. Yeah, to live through, because before that I competed, but very standard competitions, like small competitions and dynamic shooting, but Lynx was on another level for me.
I see.
I really was quite, let me say, it's a mixture of afraid and excited, because I didn't know what was coming.
I see.
And it's out of my comfort zone, or it was out of my comfort zone at that
You
point.
can say the same, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Lynx
So
Brutality was my first match ever.
oh my God.
I've never competed before.
And then starting off with Lynx?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was a bit stressed before, but yeah.
On the way
Went
there,
through.
I was telling myself, or I asked myself, what the
What did I do?
doing here? So it's like, okay, but it's too late now, and so we're gonna do our best. And on the first stage, my heart was pumping, and the adrenaline was there, and I was like just focusing on getting everything right. And after the first stage, I was like, fuck yeah, it's so cool, and let's do another one, and yes.
Nice.
So it's really cool.
To be honest, I was most afraid about the physical stuff, because
Definitely.
I thought about myself that I'm an office rat, you know, so that I will not perform as good as I should. But it wasn't that bad. I was happy about it.
And this is the cool thing I think is about Lynx Brutality in general, that you don't have to be the best athlete. You know, if you can run a few meters without falling, it's good.
Yeah.
But not necessary that you're the best athlete, because if you know what you do with your guns, you can get your score up even with that. So I'm not the best athlete for so personally me, I'm not that sportive or sporty. You know, I'm looking after myself and doing sports, but not on a high athlete level. And so I really was afraid about that topic. But in the end, if you know what you do with your guns and focus on just getting through the competition on a safe and good level, I guess it's not a problem. And
I mean, we all know Polar and Tactical guys.
Yeah.
We did the episodes together, and there was a I believe friendship. We can call it friendship. So that's the idea of the match. And it's also a civilian match. So it's not like a special forces competition. That's different level. And you need to move stuff and really get some sweat on you. To prove your qualities. But we actually did the episode with Carl, right? That's actually our first man-to-man, just hosts. Episode.
Just us two. That was a good one.
So Carl was sharing his experience with his very first match whatsoever, and being Lynx Brutality.
And explaining how the Lynx Brutality, how it was, how it works.
So we did a stage breakdown. We actually went through the whole match.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
And it was very refreshing for me, watching Carl going through through all the stress,
through his suffering.
Look at the multitasking.
Lucas is professional, shooter. So he competes with PCC, and he's like, this is his life. So he was like laughing at me going through the first, stages of excitement of competitive shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
So have you ever been to Lynx before?
No, I hope I will get there this year.
Ah, cool.
I was supposed to go, but unfortunately, I had to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I hope that we'll get there together with Carl. And
absolutely.
We'll enjoy.
It's gonna be fun, yeah.
Yeah. So I was excited. I've heard a lot. I took a part of the excitement of Carl's.
Yeah.
And I know the guys. I'm pretty sure that we see a lot of familiar faces in there.
Definitely.
And we can party afterwards. And you know.
But at least we shot together the CZECH Combat.
That's right. That's right.
I've heard of it before. We talked a little bit about recording, you know, but I'm more afraid of that because online it looks even more spicy, I would say.
No.
I said we did a great job, that it looks so hard online.
Pretending,
come on, we had to promote it, okay? But
I get it.
Keep it for yourself.
We'll cut that out later.
Yeah, sure.
No, you're definitely invited to come to the CZECH Combat because
I'm thinking about it.
We've been part of the organizational team.
Okay.
We also cover it as a media.
Okay, cool.
With the podcast, so we do the interviews with the. So we also wanted to have some sweat on the camera. So
Perfect.
you just put off your helmet and then you just. Put the headphones on and then just
you share your experience straight away.
How it was like a hockey, like after the hockey game.
Yeah.
That was our idea to have the emotions, like guy, like you know,
But that's authentic, and that's what people want to see. You know?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the real media stuff.
Cool.
So if you are available in July this year, it will be actually announced. Everything will be online. You're most welcome to come.
Have a look into it.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. I'm curious if you're gonna see it. Don't be scared about the physical. It's gonna be worse than you think. But no, I said the truth.
Damn it.
No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. They just want to have different approach.
Yeah.
Because we want to do it different way. Simply not to have like a same series of the matches. So you have the diversity or. You have a different kind of matches to look for.
Okay.
And it's simple as that. But it's not super physically demanding. We had all types of people, young, old, different body constructions, I would say. I'm gonna be correct. And everyone finished safe.
Okay, cool.
So it's fine.
Yeah,
and that's the main thing.
There's always options. If there is like a big object, you need to kind of
climb over
or climb over. There's always options to help yourself to kind of
good to know. Thanks so much.
So we kind of I mean the main organizer, the actual builder of the stages keeps this in mind and it's all covered, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
Yeah. You will regret it. So that's fun. So that's competition shooting. So you are into brutalities. Have you ever been to Finnish brutality?
No, Jari invited me, but I didn't go. I was too afraid because you know I talked with him at Lynx directly, and he told me, "Amy, you have to come." And
yeah.
But you know,
we got so excited about it.
Yeah,
this year
just because of the videos,
with all the cold plunges and everything.
Yeah, I'm not the person for cold weather. You know, I'm just a sunny girl, and
I know. But
I'm like
no, you are very competitive. So you need to try different environments and real cold, and
but it looked so cool online. What I saw in the videos.
Especially the scenes with the Molotov cocktail throwing in the car, you know, flames everywhere. Oh man.
Yeah, but also the shooting after the cold plunge, or actually jumping into the like a lake or what was it? I was like, this is really cool. And
is there a stage in sauna? Also,
not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised.
It should be Finnish brutality.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You start with like first 2 hours in sauna, and then you go.
Yeah, and the start of the stage will be when your gun shoots accidentally because it's overheated, right? Ooh,
now you go.
There we go. Yeah, you keep it around in the chamber and then it goes, you know, you cook it off. But it looks so cool. And what I take from this match specifically, actually my what I see from the media they present is that you will learn from this. Like literally learn new skills, new informations, how to make fire in this environment, how to work with the cold, how to prepare yourself for this kind of environment. And this is really useful. And this, it has more than that. It's not just like a match that you come and enjoy and you just, you know, come and go, really finish the stages, see you later guys. But it has the message. Yeah, so
and you really get experience you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else, you know, because when do you have the chance of diving into an icy lake and then take a few rounds, or I don't know, it's like, and as you said, you learn something from it.
That's what we see on CZECH Comeback too. You know, the matches in the long term, it's nice to perform. I mean, everyone worships champions. I mean, everyone. That's why we you know, worship them too, right? Everyone has the idol, the role model in any sport, you name it. But on the end of the day, it's also very demanding physically and mentally, and especially in this community, we also need to think about the community itself. And really being able to kind of enjoy, share the information, share the passion we all have, and doing like and socialize as well.
Definitely.
And then and if you can connect all of this together, so bring some sports you are passionate about, some shooting, some influencers, some social stuff, some music, for instance, good food, and that's like a perfect event.
I want to ask, because we discussed that you're using a Glock. So what do you use as a rifle for shooting, for example, Lynx Brutality?
Rifle of choice.
Shooting Schmeisser.
If I could bet before, I would bet a Schmeisser, definitely.
10.5 inches. I've got one in 9mm before for just training purposes. But out of the reason of Lynx Brutality, I swapped to
long distance shooting.
Exactly. And so I'm quite happy with it.
It actually fits you. Just Schmeisser,
Schmeisser,
And do you have a red dot with magnifier on it? Just plain red dot, LPDO? Plain red dot.
Okay. Did you have to fine-tune the rifle before the match, or you want any modifications, or you just want to keep it? I don't want to say...
I'm the anti-tuner. You know, with all of my guns, I'm not that into tuning, because I've always liked to learn with the product how it comes. And then if I don't like it, or have some things to, or some features to adapt, I can do it then. But rather than I have to change everything from the trigger to the optics and stuff like that, and learning it with it. So I just like to start very basic and then adapt what I need. So with my pistols, I reduced the trigger weight to 2 kilograms or around 2 kilos, and I'm happy with that. So, but other than that, I don't like too much tuning.
I see.
But comes also out of the direction I work in. So with the very stress-resistant shooting and always being on the safe side, I don't want to have too many bougie things around my guns that could be a potential issue in stressful situations. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have a red dot on that Glock also?
A shield sight currently, which I have to say died exactly on the last stage of Lynx. So I had it for 5 or 6 years, I don't know, and I was rough with it, you know, and it lived through everything. And on Lynx, I was like, I was talking to the RO, and he was like, "Are you ready?" Blah blah. And I looked through it, and I didn't find a red dot. And then it was there, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm tripping, or it was, but it was there again. I halted the gun, I started, and it was a stage with one-handed shooting behind a shield on like Texas Star and stuff like that. So spinning things, and I was like, shit, I can't find the red dot anymore. It died. The best thing I could do was with co-witnessing. So I tried my best, but it was not the best stage at the competition. I pulled through, and after that I changed to another.
Did you
it
have
died,
the backup
actually.
sights?
Yeah.
So you used the backup.
Co-witness. She could use the iron sights.
Yeah. So with iron,
it has the shape on the rear.
Exactly. So I used that one, but no. Especially one-handed with stress and on the moving targets.
Yeah, you know, having the shield. Yeah, that's pain in the ass.
But I bought it again because I liked it.
Anyway, I bought it again anyway.
It has a happy ending.
It did a good job for 6 years without being handled like too easy. And I said, okay, let's give it a go and do it again.
All right. Yeah. We also love dots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. Like once I got used to shoot with the red dot, I actually hate iron sights now.
But do you train with both still, or do you just swap to red dot?
Let's say I don't train.
Do I have to answer? Yeah, he doesn't train.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be honest, but I wish I shoot irons more.
Okay.
I started with irons simply for resources purposes, kind of stuff. Yeah, so I started with standard divisions, and it was a good learning curve because I had to really master the iron sights and really work with the clicks and work with different zeros because you are working from 0 to 300 meters with the irons and also different shapes. So there was also the technical stuff. And then so long distance setup, short distance setup, and also.
But you're the pro for setting up the iron sights. You did that for a living, right?
That's right. I was setting up the pistol sights, but really just zeroing them. So that was just setting them up and then make sure that they are aligned correctly and secured. And that was it. Otherwise, it's just zeroing. It's like nothing to set.
For me, I would definitely love to shoot more, train more, but because I don't get to do it so often, then I kind of like treat myself to shoot with the red dot because with the sights it would be pain and I would have to go through it again. But yeah, I have pistols that are not optics ready, and when I take them out, I have to shoot with the iron sights. But I'm always so angry at myself that I'm not hitting as much as
he's simply wasting his talent. He's naturally talented. I'm telling you, I saw him shoot many times. We've been doing challenges with each other. And internally, I was like, yeah, he's got no chance. He's like, he's not even close. And he beat my ass terribly.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, okay, that's a lesson. I take it as a lesson. What else you can do? I mean, you're trying your best, and then you have like, nobody. and he's like beating my ass. Bad. And I was like, okay, here we go. And he's talented. He's a good guy. Yeah, we had a great fun in the US after the shot show.
Yeah,
we did some trick shots together in the middle of the desert.
Showed my first USPSA match.
That's right.
I've never done the IPSC shooting before, so
and it's in there. You can see it in there.
I can see a pattern. He's never done anything before, and then starts off with the high level
big stuff. Yeah. That's exactly it. That's how I get motivated, because to the last moment before the USPSA match, I wasn't sure if I'm gonna do it. I didn't feel well in the morning, and I was like, okay, well, there's gonna be like more.
Yeah, we've been all sick after the shot.
I should do probably something smaller, and then I was like, no, this is the time.
And I was like, come on, man, you have to go.
It's time to shine.
And but luckily for us, he's got this personality. So he can embrace the anything and just let's do it.
Awesome.
What I can lose. So I was like,
and it was great fun.
Just be safe and enjoy it.
Cool.
What else you need, right? But it was fun. We had that, and also the environment. We don't shoot in the mountains, on a daily basis, and in the desert, and it was so nice. It was so nice.
Yeah, great. Sounds cool.
Desert, no dessert. Sorry, I didn't shoot with the dessert. Yeah. So there was a competition shooting covered. What are your plans for this year? Any projects you want to, or are you kind of open? I mean, you promised that you're going to participate on a CZECH combat. So
I promised. Okay.
That's smart.
We have it on camera. So
we can reverse that.
You cut it like it seems like I promised it. No.
Yeah. We have like a very capable AI tool. So
great, good to know. Okay, I have to go now.
I get you.
No, definitely starting at Lynx Brutality again. So that's on my.
That's May,
bingo card.
30 and 31st of May.
Last weekend
end of May. Okay.
Then some other projects with my company. We're doing a Schmeißer Roadshow. It's like beginners triad event all through Austria on so different cities around Austria. Like getting to know dynamic shooting on a very low basis or low level parkour kind of thing, but getting to know the products as well, and definitely doing some kind of girls event again. So in the last years I did some triad events, especially for women, to empower them to get to know the shooting scene, the safe handling, stuff like that. So
that's very generous of you.
I really want to do this year the same again. So those are the biggest projects I want to do for the shooting scene, you know.
So tell us more. How do you do it? So it's women exclusive. So you invite only women.
Exactly.
And then what's the difference in the approach?
Because, you know, I guess me as a woman, as a woman myself, speaking to other females is on another level than, or at least that's the feedback I often get in my classes. You know, as it's a different approach from woman to woman than if a big hunky guy is in front of the girls and trying to explain everything, and often it's a little bit more of a pressure situation for the girls that want to start but are afraid of asking to get to know more, or get to know more about handling and stuff like that. And they don't, or they're feeling pressured in mixed groups that they don't want to, I don't know how to say it, be a time factor, so that they
slow down everybody.
Slow down everybody in the group. So
I see.
And at this event especially, I want to have the approach of giving a safe space where it's okay to ask questions. Nobody has to feel stupid in any way.
Like a friendly environment.
Exactly. And the experience shows that often women are feeling a little bit more comfortable, especially in the beginning, you know. Afterwards, when they have the approach, the positive feeling, it's not of an issue to be in mixed groups as well. But with the beginning, often they're a bit more comfortable speaking to a woman and then having the exchange in a female community and stuff like that. So I wanted to push in that direction especially.
Oh, cool. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, we've said it many times before that because we did some kind of work on a shooting range too, introducing people to the shooting, men, female, women, and we said it many times. Women are really, really good from the beginning, especially with
you know why? Because they listen.
No ego. No ego.
Exactly.
Yeah. In my mixed classes, it's often like, I've already watched a YouTube video from the guys and I already know it. And the hit pattern is like,
everywhere.
You know, everywhere. And then I'm saying, maybe you want to try what I talked about before. And and then it's getting better. And with women, it's like, because they're both beginners. They're in this course for a reason, you know, starting off. And often women are like listening and putting the things I said more to the practice, you know. They do what you say.
They have it in their nature.
Yeah. And so
also
it's working better.
I'm not listening to Barbie. You know, I'm full of testosterone and I'm the best. This is my first time handling the pistol. Here we go.
But it was funny. I had one time an older police officer, so retired.
Okay.
And in Austria, you have to renew a gun license if you don't regularly hit the range. So
if you're not active.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he came to me and said, Amy, I've got a Glock and the pistol is, I don't like it. It shoots always down on the left and it's okay. And I was taking the easy approach and I said, okay, let's have a look at it and stuff like that. And he was so thankful in the end. First he said, try it out because it's the pistol.
Of course.
It was not the pistol. Spoiler at that case. And so, but in the end, he was so thankful to have the right approach and to have gotten better in such a short amount of time. So it was a win-win for all.
Yeah. I believe historically every one of us ever met the shooting instructor full of testosterone. Can't you handle a pistol? Man up, come on. And you're like, okay. Just don't shoot me, okay? Just, you know, there's a target, just squeeze the trigger. Come on, you just need to hold it stronger. Just hold it stronger.
Yeah. That makes it better, you know?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah, but this is very nice approach, and I've seen it with Lena Michulik in the US. She's got a big project. Do you guys know each other?
Not personally. I follow her on social media, and I think she does a very good job.
You guys should meet. Yeah.
I know a friend of hers.
Lucas and arrange that probably.
I can connect you. Yeah,
that would be great.
Perfect. She's very nice, and you guys have a lot of in common. She's very active in the US, and it would be nice for you guys to just maybe have a chat. And
definitely.
Yeah, because they also have the big project, and she's super busy with that.
Yeah, like the Rose project.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. But it has it says the message, right? It has a message, and it makes a lot of sense.
It's cool, yeah.
So yeah, I see the potential or possible bridge in there. So that's very nice. How about you want to go to the desert island?
No, before we go to the desert island, I wanted to ask, like, we are at IWA, so have you had any time to go and actually look around? Because I wanted to ask your experience, if you've
I
seen
haven't
something.
had anything, or haven't had any time, because, you know, this year I was even officially working together with the exhibition itself, so with Ivarte Classics.
Okay.
And we did some video shoots and meet and greet with some other partners. And I was so busy, really from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, that I was lying in bed after finishing work yesterday, and I was like, I haven't seen anything for the personal side, you know. I was happy to see some project or products I portrayed in some of the content we generated, but other than that, there wasn't the time. It was really, really busy.
It's a work.
You guys?
Stuffed.
Yeah, we got some time to go around and look.
You had the time.
Yeah. I actually had some
Speak for
time
yourself.
Finally. So I went around. I'm looking for the weird stuff. I love the weird stuff. You know, the weird stuff excites me.
That's right.
And I like that Opus pistol. That look. It's actually
made
in Austria, right?
I know. I took a look at it.
So I will spend some time over there. I look at another PCC, the Stinger 9.
Oh, that's
I wanted to look at that thing. I went to the Corf because they have like 1911 pistol, but it's a roller delayed system with the fixed barrel.
Okay.
So that's resembles the VZ52. So yeah, I went around and searched for the weird stuff, and there's always some, you know. But
it's good because
it is.
We also we've seen the shows with nothing more or nothing kind of extra or new, kind of. But the Opus pistol has a lot to say.
It's quite innovative.
Yes, it is. It is. I've seen an inspiration in Logo Arms, definitely in Alien. I've seen the design lines, but there's a lot of things done different way. So and the guys are just excited about it, and that's very good. Good for them. And yeah, I'm super curious because they've been presenting pretty much the prototype. So they obviously need to work on it. But it's exciting, and it's good for the industry.
And it's a cool story behind it, because I had a chat with Florian, he's called, and he said some years ago he started at the school in Verlach. You know about it?
Absolutely.
And
actually, my school and the Verlach cooperated.
Okay, cool. And he went to.
We exchanged the students, so we've been to Verlach and vice versa.
Did they give them back?
Yeah, but we wanted to keep the Verlach guys, but they kicked our guys in the ass and sent them back. Like, you go back to Czech Republic. Yeah, Verlach is something else.
Yeah, and he was talking to me like he went there for the very first time to IVA, and it was a lot to take in. But over the years, he saw less or just a little innovation. And he wanted to be a factor on innovation himself. So he tried to invent something that hasn't been here, and so this is the history behind the Venator as well. Like, he created something quite innovative, you know. Or at least that was his approach to it.
That's right.
Yeah, well, that's if you do enough shows, then you realize that this is like Glock style things, CZ75 style things, Colt 1911 style things. So to see something weird and fresh, it's always good.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the way to go, and that's what we actually need. So this is a very healthy process, because we've seen a lot of, you know, generations of the original models, but it's always refreshing and nice to see something new, because that's the way forward.
True.
You know, we can change stuff for tomorrow, and it's never a good approach to stay stuck in the moment, stuck in one construction and be afraid to step out of the comfort zone and do something new.
Desert Island.
Desert Island. You are not aware of the
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So no. Here's the thing. It's actually very simple. But Desert Island is a place where you will go, and you have a choice of taking primary and secondary weapon with you.
Okay.
You don't know what's gonna be there, what the conditions.
But
anything.
It has a but, because we've heard a lot of Glocks and AR-15s, so these are prohibited. Okay, and you don't know what's on the island. You don't know who's on the island, what animals live on the island. You are just in there all by yourself.
But you're not limited by ammo.
Yeah, you're not limited by ammo. So just choose wisely, but no Glocks or not AR-15.
No pressure. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I would say. I would. Okay,
and we'll ask
if
you why.
AR-15 aren't allowed,
yeah,
I would probably take a shotgun. So
Okay.
keep it simple but robust.
Okay.
In kind of situation like
can
this.
you be more specific about it? It's a firearms podcast.
I haven't been into shotgun shooting before, so just
the
something.
action. Is it?
It's not allowed in Austria. So like the
pump action is not allowed in
no,
Austria.
No.
What?
But I would take that one because it's quite fun to shoot. You know.
Yeah, and you guys don't have it, so it's like a forbidden fruit, right?
Exactly.
So that's why.
Easy to handle, and it's. I shot it before in Slovakia at a range.
Is it the same with the semi-automatics or semi-automatics?
Semi-automatic is allowed. No, is not allowed. All the pump action are restricted.
Okay. So only break action.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I would take let's make it a semi-automatic pump action shotgun, or like
you can combine them. There's brands you can combine these.
True.
Good. I would take this.
Okay.
And as a handgun, maybe because it's what I'm used to, or close to what I'm used to, I would take maybe a Springfield Armory Echelon, because it's just a duty pistol I like working with. It's a little bit easier to handle than a Glock, especially for beginners, because
Cool.
So
we haven't had that choice yet.
That's right.
I don't know yet if it's a good one or not, because
it's your choice. It is. It's simple as that.
Why not?
Yeah, we just
because I could say I could rely on the handling part. I wouldn't have to think about how the handling goes. It's just similar to what I train for.
Yeah, sure.
And the shotgun part is like something
all right.
big.
all right. So you are covered for the. We've heard a lot of about shotguns.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, a good choice.
It's getting more and more common, this answer with the shotgun. Actually,
it makes a lot of sense.
In my defense, I didn't heard about that part before,
We know.
I mean, you are covered. You're good. That was a very good approach, and I was impressed by that, honestly. Hey, I'm sorry.
You ruined it.
I'm ruining the whole thing.
That's fine.
I'm sorry for that, but we have a second one over there. Sorry, Carl. But shotguns are really a good choice, especially for the variety of the cartridges.
Yeah.
And as we said, ammo is not a limitation aspect, so you can go for birds.
So I would say
you can take down something bigger.
Exactly.
If needed.
So
I don't know how
it's a cool choice.
I don't know how it works with the fish, but yeah. All right, Amy. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation of this podcast.
Thanks for the opportunity.
We appreciate your time.
It was a good talk.
We had a great time.
Yeah, we hope to see you later, maybe on Links Brutality.
Definitely.
Maybe somewhere else.
Definitely.
All the best, and stay sharp.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
And thank you guys for watching our podcast. Definitely check out also our online shop, www.landofliberty.cz.
Yeah, Land of Liberty. All right. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.